Hey gamers, FoxFires here, bringing you the latest updates on ArcheAge. Our first big news story of the day is that Carrot Dash is disappearing. That's right, on Tuesday, October the 21st, Carrot Dash and the Archeum supply crates will be removed from the marketplace. A new Racing Zebra will be replacing Carrot Dash as a rare drop. The Zebra is a fast mount with an arrow shot, rear kick, charge, and leap abilities, combining the best aspects of horses and elks. And nobody really cares about the Zebra because it pales in comparison to the fact that Carrot Dash is being removed. If you think Carrot Dash is just a fluff item, let me put it in perspective why this is such a huge deal and why so many players are infuriated. Carrot Dash is the fastest water transport currently in the game. When you buff the already fast mount with swim speed buffs, including the 20% buff from the Desert Fox title, 30% from Dreaming Donkey, 40% from Swim Fins, 12% from the Swim Fin enchant, and 5% from the Elven Racial, Carrot Dash reaches a speed of 12.9 meters per second, faster than any ship out there, especially considering this can be increased by another 30% from the Songcraft move speed buff. What's more is that you can use the underwater breathing device, like a player did in this image, and your donkey is capable of traveling underwater with unlimited breath. So to top it off, the donkey becomes a submarine that no one will see coming. If a herd of Carrot Dashes surfaces in formation around your clipper, your trade packs are as good as gone. So Carrot Dash is every seafarer's dream, but costing nearly 1,000 gold, many players haven't been able to afford it yet. And that's why Trion's sudden announcement yesterday to remove the mount is infuriating so many players. It gives everyone only 5 days to make a last grab for it, something that's completely impossible for most players. This threatens to give players who already have obtained the Carrot Dash mount an unfair long-term advantage. A permanent advantage if Trion doesn't introduce a similar mount in the future. For Trion, this is a money grab. Their press release doesn't even try to hide this by saying, be sure to stock up on credits if you're stocking up on those soon-to-be-retired chests. And the finality of their language saying, last chance at Carrot Dash, generates a true sense of urgency. It's a move to get players to dump money to gobble up chests, and Trion is definitely raking in money. The other big news story for the day is the announcement of Auroria's release. ArcheAge's northern continent has been closed since going live, but Trion announced less than 24 hours ago that the Auroria release will be on November the 4th. Trion will open 6 new zones for players, 4 of which will be available for a guild to claim and rule from their player-built castle. In those zones, 30% of housing space will be made available to players. In order to claim territory in these zones to build a castle, guild leaders must first purify an Archeum landstone by using an Archeum trade pack. In order to make the Archeum trade pack, a guild or alliance will need miners at 50k proficiency in order to mine Anya pebbles from Anya veins, only found in Auroria, and a smelter at 20k proficiency to then craft 100 Anya ingots and combine it with 50 blood Archeum to create a purifying Archeum pack. The pack is then used to activate a guard tower in the area, effectively claiming it for the guild. And once that's done, guild leaders will be designated as lords, and they will have power to rule over the land and build their castle. However, many players are concerned about the faction imbalance on some of the servers. In severe cases, one faction may be able to dominate vast expanses of land, effectively breaking the game by controlling an unbalanced percentage of resources. Players are also rightfully concerned about land-grabbing hacks, which has already caused substantial problems in the game. On some servers, every piece of land that becomes available is immediately snatched by those using land-grabbing hacks. So far, Trion hasn't done anything to stop these abusers or fix the problem. That forces players into buying land from the abusers, who make obscene amounts of gold. Players fear Auroria land grabbing will be the same, taken by abusers using land hacks as soon as the guilds claim an area. One thing to note about the release of Auroria is that Diamond Shores is not being released yet, but it will come with level 55 in a later patch. That means players will have to hold off on farming library for gold. The Auroria launch will bring the release of a new dungeon, Serpentis, intended for 10 players, though it's warned that only the strongest adventurers should enter. There will be new elite enemies and field bosses with great rewards, and the farm wagon will finally be available for construction. I say finally because some players initially bought the farm wagon design, not realizing that some of the mats needed to make it wouldn't be available until the release of Auroria. The wagon is double the upgrade over the farm cart, being able to hold 4 trade packs. Lastly, the Steamfish submarine will also be available for players to begin underwater exploration. And that's the ArcheAge news of the day. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Many of the things that I talked about today will be in links in the description down below.